like the whole phone.
Damn. He can't ask no more questions.
That's why I mute that chat, bro. If I can mute him, just him, I would do it. Instead of the whole chat. Because sometimes I be saying productive shit. But him.
You done?
$90 to purchase a human being. A $150 billion industry. Human trafficking is becoming one of the worst epidemics in the United States of America. According to the Institute for Shelter.com, regardless of who you are or what you may have done, you should be received with non-judgment and compassion. Your past is no longer who you are, and you can be used for amazing things within Jesus Christ. I have done an extensive amount of research on the Samaritan woman. Millions of people are affected by human trafficking, and knowing how to actively engage with the traumatized population is very helpful. Today, I'll be going over the charity Samaritan Women, and they attempt to aid those who have been subject to human trafficking. I'll be going over the history of Samaritan Women, followed by what they are currently doing and ending with their plans for the future in combating with human trafficking. To start off, according to the Institute for Shelter.com, the Samaritan Woman was founded in 2007. According to ECFA.org, the program's first location was located in Baltimore, Maryland. Their leader is Mrs. Jean Allard, and the objective is to advance and conduct quality research about residential care amongst traumatized population. Now that we have talked about the Samaritan Woman history, let's talk about the present. The Samaritan Women train and equip agencies, community organizations, as well as frontline professionals to respond effectively and compassionately to those victimized. To date, the Samaritan Women have been able to identify 174 agencies across the nation, averaging 6 beds per agency, a total of 1,444 beds available to serve over 100 to 300,000 victims. The Samaritan Woman also identified as many as 18 states that still have no provisions for shelter care for victims of human trafficking. Now that we talked about the Samaritan Woman present, let's talk about the future. The Samaritan Woman they plan to continue the resident program, but they plan on reshaping and resizing those programs based on the findings from different agencies. They plan on offering new job opportunities as well as defining new positions in research as well as training. The Samaritan Women aspire to move from their position of strength to reach out and help other agencies who will effectively reach out and to reach more victims. That's Samaritan Woman. Jesus talked about it. So. All right, today we have explored the Samaritan Woman, and we talked about the history, present, and the future of the organization. Hopefully, the Samaritan Woman achieve their goals of reaching out to other agencies in order to reach many other victims that they need help. Human trafficking doesn't stop by the person being victimized. The Samaritan Woman try to help those victimized people regain their life back, entering the new world after they have been victimized, placing them around people that are professionals or try to be professionals within helping them coming back. So they try to talk to those victimized people, and they help them, little stuff like that. Well, now I'll be handed over to Logan, and he will be discussing the Foundation Against Child Exploitations as well as human trafficking.